favorite people. It's Miss Berger, joined with me by
Mr. Lamb. And we're here today to talk to you about the the slope-intercept form.
Slope-intercept form. So now
Sounds
we're
like
going
a formula to me.
It is a formula.
To an equation.
It is an equation. I'm going to say my sentence now, okay? Okay. So we're going to take all the parts that we've been learning the last couple days, and we're going to meld them together.
Ooh, I love the word meld.
Meld to come up with slope-intercept form. So your learning target is that you can graphically, and then today in an equation, represent functions using slope-intercept form.
So here we go. We're going to start out by just identifying what slope-intercept form means. And this is what I said when I said it sounds like an equation. Okay? So y equals mx plus b. So here are the parts. The y is going to be what the y coordinate is. So this is going to figure out what the y is. The m, we already know is the slope. The x coordinate, so we can figure that one out. And then the b is, what is the b?
The b is the y-intercept, which they've already watched a video on.
But I wasn't here, so can you quickly show me what a b is?
The y-intercept is the point at which a line passes the y-axis. So it is the number where the line crosses.
Yeah, wherever x is 0.
So I can identify any point on a line using the formula y equals mx plus b.
Oh, wow.
It's amazing.
Let's show them now.
Okay, let's do it on the next line. So sometimes we're just given a chart. We don't have the graph and we don't have the line. But we do have the chart that has the ordered pairs. So Mr. Lamb is going to find the B, I'm going to find the M, and then we're going to put that together to form the equation.
Sounds good to me. Okay, well B, that was what you said was the y-intercept.
The y-intercept.
And the y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis, which we know it has to be at an x of 0.
The x has to be 0.
So x has to be 0. So this should be pretty easy for me because it's right there. So to me, the B is 3.
Right, and B equals 3, Mr. Lamb. The B equals 3.
The B
so that's a plus sign, not an equal sign.
Y equals mx plus b.
Okay, who knows, guys? All right, let's find the slope. So we know that slope is rise over run, or the change in y over the change in x.
Ooh, gosh, I haven't seen a change written that way in a while.
I know, that's what I'm here for. So I'm going to pick any 2 points, and I like smaller numbers, not like my mom, who's not afraid of those big numbers. I am. So I'm going to use these 2 ordered pairs. And remember, I like to start with the biggest y. So I'm going to take 11 minus 3. And if I start here, I have to move over here, and I have to subtract those ones. So 2 minus 0. Well, 11 minus 3 is 8. And 2 minus 0, I can do that, is 2. And 8 divided by 2 is 4. So our m, our slope, is 4. Hold on, Mr. Lamb. So if we want to put this in the formula, y equals mx plus b, Mr. Lamb's going to show us now
where these 2 numbers go in.
Yeah.
So if I just touch this like this will go away, right?
Kind of, yeah, in theory.
Okay.
Yep.
So we said that the y-intercept was 3, so this is going to be a 3.
Yeah.
Okay, we said that the slope was 4, so we know that has to be 4.
Yeah.
And so if this table is right and we did this correctly, any one of these numbers we put in right there should give us these numbers on the out.
It would.
Okay, let's find out.
Oh, well, hold on. Let's finish the formula, goofball. So y equals 4x plus 3. And it's plus 3 because that y-intercept was positive.
Yes.
Now we can show you something called variable substitution.
Ooh, that's almost like algebra.
It is. So we're going to do variable substitution on Mr. Lamb's side because my side's kind of full up.
Okay, so we have y
Let's check this one.
equals, okay, sounds good. So we have y equals 4 times 4, right?
Because that's the x.
And plus 3 better give me 19.
Well, let's see. Let's
because
use
that's what we say. So
order
4
of
times,
operations.
4 times 4
16.
plus 3
is 19.
It worked.
So because this line falls into place with this formula, that point is on the line.
Yep. So this is the way you can test, like if you ever have a table and you have to make sure that your formula was right, all you had to do to make sure that you found your y-intercept right and you found your slope right, just plug in a couple of numbers.
But what if we have a coordinate plane and we have a table? So we're going to use the table and we're going to graph a little on our coordinate plane to help us find our formula. We don't have to, but we're going to just
Well, we can always do that to check it.
Well, we're going to do it for fun anyway.
Okay.
All right, so if I wanted to graph -2, 0.
You go ahead.
Start at the origin. I go -2, but 0 means I stay right there.
Excellent. Can I do the next one?
Yeah, you graph 0, 5.
Okay, let's see. 0 means we start with the x, so we're not going anywhere, and then we go up to 5.
Now, Mr. Lamb, if I'm not super, okay guys, don't mind my manners and then don't make fun of my straight line here. So this is kind of steep, so I'm going to try my best. Oh, I had to fudge it a little bit, but there it is. All right,
I think that looks pretty good.
There's my line. Okay, so say I'm not great with the formulas, right? Say I'm not great with calculating slope, but when it's graphed for me, I know that it's rise over run.
I don't want to call it cheating, but it's kind of easy when you see it.
Right, so if it's graphed for me, rise, nope. Nope, guys, no.
No,
No.
none of that allowed in your
No,
soul.
nope, rise over run, no. Okay, so I want to do it.
Oh,
Stop, this is my favorite part, guys. So if I wanted to find the slope of this line without having to do this minus convert thing, right? I could literally just hop from one line to the other going rise over run. So I'm going to go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then over 1, 2. So the slope of that line is 5 over 2.
but I have to convert that to like a mixed number, or can I
No.
just leave it as 5 over 2?
You can leave it as an improper fraction.
Oh,
that
that's
tells me
awesome.
how many hops up, how many hops over, and it's positive,
Well, can I
right?
do the other part?
Because I'm showing why it's
Sorry.
positive.
Well, we know what.
So it's positive because from left to right I'm increasing, right?
Yes.
So you could always just kind of use those hops to tell you the slope.
And the other part that's really nice is I don't really have to like try and figure out which of those things is the thing. I just look at the y and go,
Which of the
where
things
does,
is what thing, Mr. Lamb?
well, which of these tables has the right ordered pair?
Of the what?
Shush. Okay, so if I want to find
Of
the
the
y,
y-intercept.
if I want to find the y-intercept, which is very technical, I just have to look at the y-axis and look for where the line crosses it. Right there's the y-intercept.
Yeah, so it's right there. The y-intercept is 5. So I can combine that all together now
And you
say
can
my
write out that whole equation.
formula is y equals
5 halves
5 over 2x
x,
plus 5.
which means if I put in any of these values, I should get this number. So let's see if it works for 15.
Do we have to?
You don't have to.
Oh, okay, we can if you like.
Well, you could, because really, if you just put 4 here, 5 times 4 is 20, divided by 2 is 10.
Okay, Mr. Lane, that mental math. And then 10 plus 5 is
10 plus 5 is 15.
15. He
She
said-
wasn't going to make me do it, then she gets mad at me for doing it in my head.
Well, guys, I just didn't learn less of the fractions. But that's okay. Good job, Mr. Lamb, for that mental math. All right, so we're going to do another one where we have the graph for us. And we'll make our XY table using the points that are highlighted.
Yes.
So here's my X, here's my Y. I have 0, -1. And I have -3, 3. Should we do this mathematically or should we do our hopping? Because
I like to practice the hopping.
I think we should hop because this one's different, right? We have a negative slope.
And we haven't had negative slope.
And we have a negative y-intercept. So this is about to get crazy.
Crazy.
Right? Okay, so if I wanted to hop from the one that's on the most left to the one that's more on the right, I'm going down 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So that's -4 over, going to the right,
Ooh, that must be
1, 2, 3, +3. So -4/3 is my slope.
Yes, it is. And notice it's negative.
And that's okay.
Because a negative divided by a negative is going to be a negative. I mean, so a negative divided by a positive is going to be a negative.
That's right. A negative divided by positive would be a negative.
One of these days I'll get this right the first time. And then obviously the b,
Mhm.
well, it crosses the y-axis at -1.
-1.
So this is going to be a -1.
So, Mr. Lynn, do you want to write the formula for us?
So let's
Now
see,
that
we
the
have
slope and the
y
y-intercept.
equals -4/3 x minus 1.
-1, right?
You could put plus a -1, but why bother?
Yeah, we don't. We simplify that. Like, we want to streamline it as much as possible. So because we crossed in the negative section, we write minus 1. So if I'm looking at that formula and someone says, what's the y-intercept? It's negative 1.
And if you look at the line, you should know it's a negative slope.
Because it goes down. Alright, we have one more.
Okay, and this is one that, gosh, it doesn't give us much information at all.
Oh, this one's interesting.
Weird. Because, you know what? This one's proportional.
Why is it proportional?
Because it's a straight line and it goes through 0.
It's a straight line that passes through the
So you might as well do a little review while we do this.
Right, so the b is 0.
Oh, I like when the b is 0.
Yeah. And then the slope, we could find again, rise over run is kind of done for us. We have 1, 2,
Yeah.
positive, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 2/4. But we probably should simplify that one.
We probably should and say that we have y equals 1/2 x plus 0.
Mr. Lamb, do I have to write that plus 0?
Oh, I wouldn't bother.
No, so I could just write for this one, y equals 1/2 x. Right?
Yep. And
We
it's
don't-
still in the y-intercept form because this time it happened to have a b of 0.
Right, so if I had some mean teacher that on a test said, what's the y-intercept? Because nothing's listed, I know that the y-intercept is 0.
Exactly.
Right, and then the ordered pair for the y-intercept is 0, 0.
Only a very mean teacher would ask that question.
The meanest of teachers. All right. Well, if you kind of understand, you're going to move on to your practice. And if you're confused, you're going to watch the next video. But we love you. Bye.